Today I want to show you how you can store your pictures, videos, documents and files generally on a cloud that doesn't randomly shut down like Amazon Drive or has outages just like this year already Microsoft Drive had in January, AWS and the Google Cloud had in February, and is also not vulnerable to centralized attacks like hacks or fire, water, wind and weather in general. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is the Flux Cloud. And in a minute I will show you how to use the Flux Drive, where you can simply drag and drop your files into the Flux Drive and also do that from your computer or mobile. It is all really simple and you'll be able to view your files, download them or delete them, and you can be assured that only you have access to your Flux Drive and only you can view your files. But before we get into that, I want you to understand what Flux is. And Flux is the world's first decentralized cloud infrastructure utilizing the blockchain, or you could simply call it Web 3. And what's so fascinating about it? Let me show you. And a lot of people tend to think that your data is actually stored in the clouds and nobody can touch it. But wrong. Your data is actually stored in one location. Could be more locations, but all from one centralized party. That is nowhere how clouds are structured, because if I look outside my window, I am sure you can probably see some clouds too, and clouds are structured around the whole world and not just above one point. So saying that using a cloud but having the servers in one location doesn't really make sense. And this is why Flux is the world's first decentralized cloud infrastructure, because what you can see here are a lot of computers that we will call nodes here that are connected within the Flux network. And already on the map you can see some differences between other cloud providers. And what is it? Can you guess? So basically those are the computers which are distributed around the world and not in one central location. And as said, those are called nodes. And if I hop over to the overview, we can see that there are over 13,000 nodes running, and this is hella lot of computing power. Because if I hop over onto the resources, you can check out all the resources that those computers provide, and this is where your data is stored. And this is also what I mentioned in the beginning. Your data is not stored at a central point with a central provider, where if a fire happens or a tornado comes through, your data is lost, or you have outages where you have to wait hours and hours to get to your data. Or we all know how secure those big cloud providers actually are, and all that is what Flux took and made it decentralized. As I showed you a minute ago, those are the computers, those are the nodes which are connected together and which make the Flux cloud. And it is genuinely amazing. Flux has amazing technology, but I don't want to make it too technical for you guys, so those were my 1 or 2 minutes so you understand what we are actually talking about. We are not here with a centralized server where your data is stored on. We are decentralizing it and spreading it across the world. And now let's get back to the Flux cloud and to your Flux Drive. And here we are. You can check out those prices and choose with what you want to start with. There's either 10 gigs, 50 gigs or 100 gigs. Now remember, this may be a little bit cheaper than another cloud provider right now, but we want our stuff to be secure and safe forever. We don't want them to be lost. We don't want anyone else to have access to them, and we also want fast and reliable access. But as said, we need a few things to do before we can buy ourselves the Flux Drive. And for that, you'll have to download yourself the Zelcore wallet. As that, you can do that on mobile or on the computer. I'm gonna demonstrate this on the computer right now, and at the end also show it to you with mobile. So if you're on the computer, just click on download and download yourself the version you need. And we need that wallet because we will also buy ourselves some Flux coins, and with those coins we will pay our Flux Drive subscription. And it is also not that difficult, so you'll definitely make it through. So after you have downloaded yourself a Zelcore wallet, hop over onto it and open it. And now we will have to register ourselves, and this is only gonna take us a minute. So down here, click on sync and register account or this device. Let me make it in full screen, and then type in a username. I'm gonna call it Noah's Drive for now. And make sure to write down your username and password, for one, that you don't lose it, and also that nobody can get access to your wallet. So you got your username, and now let me just type in a password. Got my password. Now just click on register account on this device. You can again see a username here and check your password if you want to check it. And then down here, just click on yes, I have backed up both of my username and password, and again click on register. Now you are set, and now you'll just have to log in. So let me just put in everything again. Password set. We are gonna log in, and here we are. Now our wallet is set, and all we need to do now is get ourselves some Flux and then buy the subscription. And don't freak out, I know there is a lot of stuff on this page, but we won't use any of that. We're just gonna use a few things, and after you've done it once, you'll know your way through. So now we will have to get ourselves some Flux, and for that we will have to hop over onto an exchange and buy our Flux there. Now for the people who are new to crypto, who just wanna use and try out the Flux Cloud, and also for everyone who is in crypto and wants to try out the Flux Cloud, I want to help you guys out and send you a few Flux so you can cover 1 or 2 months from the starter Flux Drive and try it out. And if you find it good and wanna continue using it, you can then hop over onto the exchange and buy yourself some Flux, and rewatch this video again because I will still show you how to buy yourself some Flux. But if you wanna get some Flux to try out this Flux Drive, hit me up on Twitter, send me your Flux wallet address, and I will send you some Flux to try this out. So let me quickly show you how you can send me your wallet address before continuing to buying Flux. So hop over onto your Zelcore wallet, and this is just gonna be your main page. All you have to do is click on Flux, and then you will see this receive tab. So just click on receive, and this is your address. This is your Flux address where everyone can send you Flux to. So just copy that and send it to me to Twitter, and let me know that you want some Flux to try out the Flux Drive. But now let's buy some Flux. Well, there are a lot of exchanges, but the safest one for me is CoinMetro. You'll have to KYC, but if that's no problem for you, you can create yourself an account via sign up, and then you're good to go. So let me quickly log in and we can continue. I have now signed in, and this will look a little bit different. Your portfolio should be at 0 after creating an account and after verifying yourself, so you can now start buying and selling those coins. Now, why do I also use CoinMetro? It is safe and everything works fast. It also lets me deposit and withdraw everything I need to do, and also buying crypto, so depositing fiat onto this exchange works very fast. And the way you do it is from your dashboard. You can see the deposit and withdrawal buttons. I always click on deposit. Then in my case, I'm gonna choose euro. Depends on where you are, choose your currency, and I personally also use this SEPA bank transfer. You can also use the credit card or whatever, but I just use this. I get this IBAN and those bank details, just put them in, send over some money, and normally 9 out of 10 times a few minutes later my funds arrive. So do it the way you want. It is really easy. Just set yourself an account like everywhere else and send yourself over some euros or US dollars or whatnot. And then when it arrives, hop over onto wallets and you will see your euros there. Now we will need some Flux because we want to use the Flux Drive. So we will have to hop over onto exchange, and there we'll have to search for the Flux pair. Now it depends if you're using US dollars or euro. I'm gonna use euro. So now we are on the Flux and euro pair. And now just choose how much Flux you wanna buy. So make sure you are on buy. And then I'm gonna choose 100%, which is gonna give me 36 Flux, which is 16.63 euros. So all I have to do is click on buy Flux, and congratulations, you have bought yourself some Flux. Now, if you are new to crypto, always make sure to get your crypto off exchanges. That's what we are gonna also do now. So hop over back onto wallets, and now you can see that I've got Flux on this, but we want it on our wallet. So hop over onto your wallet, and again on the receive key or on the receive button, copy your address and hop back to the exchange. Now, the way I do it is I hop over to dashboard, then again next to the deposit button, click on withdrawal and then select the asset, in my case Flux, and then copy and paste the address you just got from your wallet. Now, if you are unsure, you can always try it with a little amount and see if the transaction goes through, and if it goes through, you can just send everything. So in my case, I will also just send 22 Flux over for now. So let me click on continue and then confirm this transaction. Now I will have to confirm this via my email. Sometimes comes up, sometimes doesn't, so let me just quickly do that. Perfect, my withdrawal request was successful, so I can just click on close now and wait a minute or two until the Flux arrives in your wallet. And that's what we're gonna do. Let's wait a second and we'll see our Flux in a wallet. Now our Flux arrived, but before we head over to the Flux Drive and buy ourselves the decentralized storage, I want to show you one more thing. So hop over onto apps and to ZelID, because we didn't do that yet. And the ZelID is basically your two-factor or your decentralized two-factor authentication. Is a 4-digit code, and you'll have to put that in when logging in, when signing a transaction, and this is just more security, and I would encourage everyone to do that. It's just gonna cost you 0.00002 fees in Flux. So if you're on this page, click on D2FA, create or change a PIN. Because you don't have one, click on create and then type in your PIN, and then I would let those two on. And again, click on yes, you have backed up your two authentication PIN. Enter your password that you have created earlier and click on set up. And after you set up your two-factor authentication, make sure to wait 2 or 3 minutes. Maybe if you want, you can log out. So hop over to settings, log out and log back in again. So wait until this green badge appears, because you'll have to wait until the transaction is confirmed. And now you are sure that your two-factor authentication works. So let's hop back to the Flux Cloud website, and now you can choose your pack, whatever you want to use. As said, I'm gonna help you guys out with the starter pack, so hit me up on Twitter, send me your Flux address, and I'll help you out to set yourself up the Flux Drive, and you can try it out, and then if you like it, buy yourself some Flux and continue using it. So if you want to get yourself the starter pack and you have Flux on your wallet, all you need to do is click on login and click on login again. This will then want you to open Zelcore, so click on open Zelcore, and then you can see the transaction you have to sign, and down here you will have to put in your ZelID, which we just created. After that, click on sign and send, and the message signed and sent is up here, so we are good to go. And if we hop back to the Flux Cloud, we are now logged in with our Zelcore wallet and we can choose the plan. So we're gonna choose the starter again. All we now need to do is to open Zelcore. This is again gonna redirect us to that page, so open it and proceed to pay, and then just type in your PIN again and verify the PIN. And after that, you can already see the Flux that it wants to send. So leave everything as it is, just click on send, click on yes again, and your transaction is sent. Now all you need to do is wait 2 minutes or so, and this page will reload and we will see our plan, and you'll be able to use the Flux Drive. So let's wait 2 minutes, but just for your information, this does not renew automatically. You'll have to renew it at the end of every period, so just bear that in mind. But as said, let's wait 2 minutes and then use our Flux Drive. Well, it does say this page will refresh when payment is complete. But if I refresh the page, you can see that my subscription ends in 30 days. And as said, if you want to renew it, you can do this. If not, you can just leave it as it is, take your stuff out, and it'll close. But if I now hop over to plans, you can see that we have bought our starter plan. And if you now want to start using it, just on the right, click on Flux Drive. Now all you need to do is to drag and drop your files into that. For example, let me take this video and just drag and drop it in there. And it is in there. Didn't even take a second, and now it is stored in the cloud, in the Flux Cloud, and will not be touched by anyone except of me. if I want to download it, for example, I can just click on it, it's gonna download, and I've got it on my computer, which is great. And this is actually it. This is all you need to do. Just get yourself a wallet, get yourself some Flux, and now you can enjoy the Flux cloud. And now let me also demonstrate to you guys how beautiful it works from mobile. So let's hop over to my mobile and upload some files from there. So now that we are on mobile, all you need to do is download yourself the Zelcore wallet and then open it, and of course log in with your account. After I put in my password, simply click on login and log in into my account. Now again, I have to put in my two-factor authentication, and again I will press login, and now you can see that I am logged into my wallet. Now I will hop over to my browser. In my case I will use Safari, and hop over onto the website cloud.runonflux.io, and all I need to do is click on login. This will then direct me to this page. Click on login again and open Zelcore. Now all you need to do is to put in your two-factor authentication PIN again and click on sign, and this is it. The message is signed and sent, and now if you hop back to the website, you are logged in. Back on the Flux cloud, and we can see we have logged in. And now if you want to move files from your phone to the Flux cloud, all you need to do is click on the cloud above and choose your file. And in my case, that's gonna be the Flux Titan watch. So I'm gonna click on it, choose it, it's gonna compromise it and upload it. Not even gonna take a second, and successfully upload it. Now you can view it from your phone, from your computer, view it, download it and delete it, and only you will have the access to it. So let's get back to the computer. Congratulations, you just set yourself up the Flux Drive and also the Zelcore wallet, so you can now use the decentralized cloud infrastructure from Flux and secure your stuff forever in the Flux Drive, and be assured that only you can touch it. So if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. Now a little disclaimer, so the Flux Cloud is currently in beta, and if you hop over to the Flux Drive, you can also see that the system hasn't been audited yet, and Flux Drive makes no claims of regulatory compliance, and all such data is added to the user's risk, so please just keep that in mind. But generally speaking, this is revolutionary. We are moving away from centralized cloud servers and actually spreading like the clouds around the whole world and decentralizing it. So this is awesome. So let me know what you think about the Flux Cloud and the Flux Drive, and I would say I hope you all have a wonderful day. I'll see you in the next video. See ya.